The soft hum of advanced technology filled the elegant Touch Beauty Salon on Nova Prime Colony's Central District. Hara Kim sat quietly in the sleek silver chair, her fingers nervously tracing the edge of her medical tablet. At 32, she was a respected biomedical researcher who rarely indulged in cosmetic treatments, but today was different. Years of intense laboratory work and genetic research had taken their toll on her once vibrant hair. Stress, radiation exposure, and countless late nights had transformed her once thick black hair into a thin, brittle mess. The salon's advertisement promised a revolutionary hair restoration treatment using cutting-edge nanite technology. The technician, a young woman named Raya Park, carefully attached a series of microscopic sensors to Hara's scalp. Each sensor glimmered with a soft blue light, representing the most advanced hair restoration system in human colonial history. "This won't hurt," Raya explained, her voice calm and professional. "The nanites will reconstruct your hair follicles at the cellular level." Hara closed her eyes, feeling a slight tingling sensation as the first wave of nanites entered her scalp. Unlike traditional treatments, these microscopic machines were designed to do more than simply stimulate hair growth. They were programmed to analyze and repair cellular damage, a technology originally developed for advanced medical treatments. What neither Hara nor Ria realized was that these particular nanites carried an experimental algorithm. Developed in a secret research facility on Earth's orbital laboratories, the nanites contained adaptive genetic programming that could respond to unique cellular environments. As the treatment progressed, something unexpected began to happen. The nanites didn't just target hair follicles. They started a comprehensive genetic reconstruction process. Hara's body temperature rose slightly. Her skin tingled with an unusual electrical sensation that felt both uncomfortable and strangely invigorating. The salon's advanced monitoring systems began to flash warning signals. Raya noticed the unusual readings but hesitated to interrupt the procedure. Her training told her to wait and observe, a decision that would soon prove critically important. Hara felt a sudden rush of energy coursing through her body. Her scalp burned with an intensity that was both painful and fascinating. Where hair should have been growing, something entirely different was happening. Her cellular structure was undergoing a transformation that no one, not even the most advanced human scientists, could have predicted. Minutes passed. The nanites continued their work, rewriting genetic codes, rebuilding cellular structures, and creating pathways of biological communication that had never existed before. Hara's body was becoming something more than human, a living, breathing system of incredible potential. When the procedure finished, Hara opened her eyes. She reached up, expecting to feel new hair growth. Instead, her hand touched a smooth scalp that radiated an unusual warmth. No hair had grown, but something far more significant had changed. Raya stood frozen, her professional demeanor replaced by pure shock. The salon's diagnostic screens displayed a complex array of biological data that seemed more like an alien language than human medical information. Something extraordinary had happened. Hara's first thought was not about her missing hair. Instead, she felt an unprecedented clarity of mind. Her perception seemed sharper, her understanding of complex biological systems suddenly more intuitive. The nanite treatment had done something far beyond simple hair restoration. Outside the salon's panoramic windows, Nova Prime Colony's artificial landscape stretched into the distance. Massive biodomes and sleek transportation tubes created a vision of human technological achievement. But inside this small beauty salon, a more significant evolution was beginning. Little did Hara know that her unexpected transformation would soon become the most significant scientific discovery in human colonial history. The simple desire to restore her hair had unleashed a potential that would change everything. The nanites continued their silent work, embedded deep within Hara's cellular structure. They were no longer just a hair restoration technology. They had become something else entirely, the first step in a remarkable human journey of genetic potential. The research laboratory hummed with quiet intensity as Hara stood before a series of advanced microscopes. Her colleagues watched with a mixture of confusion and fascination. Something fundamental had changed within her body, and no one could explain it. Dr. Pack, her senior research director, carefully examined the blood samples. Each cell displayed an extraordinary complexity that defied current scientific understanding. Where normal human cells would show standard genetic patterns, Hara's cells demonstrated an adaptive capability that seemed almost alive. Her first indication of change came during a routine laboratory experiment. Hara accidentally dropped a delicate molecular sample, expecting it to shatter. Instead, the liquid seemed to hover momentarily in midair, reorganizing its molecular structure before gently returning to its original container. "Did you see that?" she whispered, her hand trembling slightly. No one responded. They were too busy staring at the impossible event they had just witnessed. Over the next few days, Hara discovered more unusual abilities. Complex scientific calculations that would typically take hours now formed in her mind almost instantaneously. She could look at complicated genetic sequences and understand their intricate details with a clarity that surprised even her experienced colleagues. During a genetic engineering simulation, Hara unconsciously manipulated holographic DNA strands with her mind. The molecular structures twisted and reorganized according to her unspoken thoughts. Her colleagues watched in stunned silence, their scientific understanding challenged by what they were witnessing. The nanites from the beauty salon treatment had done more than simply modify her hair follicles. They had fundamentally rewritten her cellular programming, creating a form of biological technology that existed somewhere between human potential and advanced artificial intelligence. Medical scans revealed extraordinary changes. Her neural pathways showed increased connectivity, with synapses firing at speeds previously thought impossible. Her immune system had become a self-adapting mechanism that could potentially combat any known disease. Dr. Pack requested extensive testing. Blood samples, brain scans, and genetic analyses consumed weeks of research. Each test revealed more questions than answers. Hara had become a living scientific marvel, a potential breakthrough in human evolutionary potential. Her colleagues whispered behind her back. Some were excited about the possibilities. Others were afraid of what her transformation might mean for humanity's future. Scientific ethics committees began requesting emergency meetings to discuss her unique condition. One evening, during a late-night research session, Hara discovered she could sense electromagnetic frequencies. Communication signals, wireless networks, and electronic devices became transparent to her enhanced perception. She could read data streams as easily as someone might read a book. The implications were staggering. Her body was no longer just a biological system, but a complex, adaptive technological platform. The nanites had transformed her into something beyond traditional human limitations. Government research divisions became intensely interested. Military strategists saw potential applications for enhanced human capabilities. Scientific institutions requested continuous monitoring and study of her unique genetic structure. Hara remained remarkably calm throughout these discoveries. Her enhanced mental capabilities allowed her to process emotional and intellectual challenges with unprecedented clarity. Where others might have panicked, she maintained a scientific curiosity about her own transformation. Her personal life became secondary to the scientific marvel she represented. Relationships, social interactions, and personal ambitions seemed less important compared to the extraordinary potential now residing within her cellular structure. As weeks passed, Hara's abilities continued to evolve. She could now influence electronic systems with subtle mental commands. Complex computer networks responded to her thought patterns, creating a seamless interaction between biological intelligence and technological infrastructure. The beauty salon incident that had initially seemed like a personal disaster was now revealed as something far more significant. The nanite treatment had unlocked a potential pathway for human evolutionary advancement, a discovery that would reshape scientific understanding of human capability. Hara Kim was no longer just a biomedical researcher. She had become a living bridge between human potential and technological innovation, a testament to the extraordinary possibilities that lay hidden within human genetic structure. The universe watched and waited, sensing that something remarkable was about to unfold. Deep in the cold darkness of space, a massive alien reconnaissance ship drifted silently near Nova Prime Colony's outer planetary system. The Corex Federation's advanced sensors had detected an unusual biological signature that instantly triggered their highest alert protocols. Commander Rolk studied the holographic display, his scaled fingers tracing the intricate data streams. Hara Kim's cellular transformation had created a unique energy signature that penetrated their most advanced scanning technologies. What humans considered a simple hair restoration procedure had accidentally created something the Corex had feared for generations, a potentially uncontrollable human evolutionary breakthrough. The alien ship's communication network buzzed with urgent transmissions. Intelligence reports indicated that a single human researcher had developed capabilities that could potentially disrupt their planned colonization strategies. Hara was no longer just a scientist. She had become a potential threat to their entire galactic expansion plan. Rolk understood the delicate balance of technological evolution. The Corex had spent centuries manipulating genetic structures of various species, always maintaining strict control over potential threats. This human represented an unpredictable variable in their carefully constructed universal strategy. Surveillance drones were deployed silently around Nova Prime Colony. Each microscopic device carried advanced scanning equipment designed to collect detailed information about Hara's unique cellular structure. They moved with precision, avoiding human detection systems, with technology centuries ahead of human capabilities. Within the colony's research center, Hara continued her work, completely unaware of the alien attention she had attracted. Her enhanced perception, while remarkable, had not yet developed the ability to detect the sophisticated alien reconnaissance happening just beyond the planet's atmospheric boundaries. The Corex Federation's primary concern was not destruction, but containment. They needed to understand how a seemingly random technological procedure could create such a significant biological transformation. If humans could develop this capability intentionally, it would challenge the Corex's long-standing technological superiority. Military strategists within the alien command structure began developing complex containment protocols. Some recommended immediate neutralization of the potential threat. Others argued for careful study and potential genetic extraction. The debate raged across their advanced communication networks. Rolk maintained a calculated approach. He ordered continuous monitoring, creating detailed genetic maps of Hara's transformed cellular structure. Each scan revealed layers of complexity that challenged their existing scientific understanding. The human had become something more than a simple biological entity. Communication intercepts between human research facilities provided additional context. The nanite technology used in the beauty salon treatment was far more advanced than initial reports suggested. It represented a breakthrough in adaptive genetic engineering that could potentially revolutionize human technological capabilities. The alien ship's advanced quantum computers worked continuously, analyzing every piece of data collected. They searched for potential weaknesses, predictive behavioral patterns, and any indication of how this unexpected human evolution might impact their long-term galactic strategies. Hara's research facility remained oblivious to the alien scrutiny. Her colleagues continued their standard scientific investigations, unaware that every movement, every research result was being carefully observed by technologies beyond human comprehension. As days passed, the Corex Federation's interest transformed from potential threat assessment to genuine scientific curiosity. Hara represented something unprecedented, a spontaneous evolutionary leap that defied their extensive genetic manipulation experiences. Commander Rolk made a critical decision. Rather than immediate intervention, they would continue observing. The potential scientific value of understanding this human transformation outweighed any immediate strategic concerns. The alien reconnaissance ship maintained its silent vigil, its advanced sensors continuously streaming data about the single human who had accidentally become the most interesting scientific specimen in their extensive galactic database. Somewhere between human potential and alien technology, a remarkable story of unexpected evolution was about to unfold, with consequences that neither humans nor the Corex Federation could fully predict. The universe held its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. The research facility buzzed with nervous energy as Hara began mapping her newfound abilities. Her team watched in silent amazement as she demonstrated extraordinary capabilities that challenged everything they understood about human potential. Quantum computers struggled to track her mental processes. Each thought seemed to generate complex algorithmic patterns that rewrote standard biological programming. The nanites within her body had transformed her into a living, breathing technological platform capable of incredible defensive adaptations. Military researchers quickly recognized the potential. Hara could now interface with complex computer systems using nothing more than mental concentration. Electronic networks responded to her thought patterns, creating a seamless connection between biological intelligence and technological infrastructure. During an initial testing phase, Hara accidentally discovered her most remarkable ability. When a simulated alien attack scenario was introduced, her body automatically generated a protective energy field. The field wasn't just a simple defensive mechanism. It was an adaptive system that could analyze and counter potential threats in milliseconds. Dr. Pak watched the holographic displays with increasing excitement. Hara's cellular structure could now generate molecular shields, manipulate electromagnetic frequencies, and create complex computational models faster than any existing technology. She had become a walking, talking defensive system. Government officials began secret meetings. The potential of Hara's transformation went far beyond simple scientific research. She represented a breakthrough in human defensive capabilities that could change the entire approach to interstellar protection. Advanced weapon systems seemed obsolete compared to her natural abilities. Where traditional defense relied on complex machinery, Hara could generate protective mechanisms through pure mental concentration. Her body had become a living, adaptive defense network. The first practical demonstration came during a controlled experiment. Simulation teams introduced increasingly complex attack scenarios, cyber intrusions, electromagnetic pulses, genetic manipulation attempts. Each time, Hara's body responded with precise, intelligent countermeasures. Her colleagues discovered that her defensive capabilities extended beyond physical protection. She could now predict potential technological vulnerabilities, create instant communication encryption, and neutralize complex cyber threats with a mere thought. Military strategists recognized the game-changing potential. A single individual with Hara's capabilities could potentially defend an entire planetary system. Her body had become a sophisticated, living defensive mechanism that operated beyond traditional technological limitations. Research teams worked around the clock, documenting every aspect of her transformation. Blood samples, neural scans, and real-time monitoring provided unprecedented insights into human evolutionary potential. Hara had become more than a scientist. She was a living technological breakthrough. The nanites that originally caused her hair loss now served a far more significant purpose. They had transformed her cellular structure into an adaptive, intelligent defensive system that could respond to threats in ways no previous technology could achieve. Global defense networks began subtly redesigning their protection strategies. Hara's unique abilities suggested that human potential was far more extensive than previously understood. She represented a new approach to planetary and interstellar defense. During one remarkable demonstration, Hara neutralized a complex cyber attack simulation by simply extending her mental awareness. Electronic systems collapsed, defensive protocols reorganized, and potential threats were immediately identified and contained. Her transformation challenged fundamental understanding of human limitations. Where traditional science saw boundaries, Hara represented unlimited potential. Each discovery revealed new layers of her extraordinary capabilities. Government research divisions worked to understand the full extent of her abilities. Could her transformation be replicated? Could other humans develop similar defensive mechanisms? The questions seemed endless. As alien reconnaissance continued its silent observation, Hara remained unaware of the larger implications of her unexpected evolution. To her, these were simply scientific discoveries, fascinating extensions of human potential. The universe watched, waiting to see how this single human would reshape understanding of biological and technological interaction. Hara Kim had become more than a researcher. She was a living testament to humanity's extraordinary adaptive capabilities. Somewhere between scientific marvel and defensive innovation, a new chapter of human potential was about to be written. The final confrontation began without warning. Alien reconnaissance ships suddenly appeared in Nova Prime Colony's orbital space, their massive structures blocking communication signals and casting ominous shadows across the planetary surface. Hara stood in the Central Research Command Center, her bald head reflecting the emergency lighting. The Corex Federation had decided that containment was no longer an option. They would eliminate the potential threat she represented. Massive energy weapons charge, preparing to unleash destruction on the human colony. Traditional defense systems would have been helpless against such advanced technological assault. But Hara was anything but traditional. Her body began to generate a complex energy field that extended far beyond her physical form. The nanites within her cellular structure transformed into a living, adaptive defensive network. Where human technology ended, her biological capabilities began. The first alien weapon discharge seemed unstoppable. A massive electromagnetic pulse that could typically disable entire planetary defense systems shot towards Nova Prime Colony. Hara simply raised her hand, and the energy dissolved midway, redirected into harmless background radiation. Commander Rolk watched in disbelief. Their most advanced weapon had been neutralized by a single human, a result that challenged everything the Corex Federation understood about technological superiority. Hara's mind worked faster than any computer. She began analyzing the alien ship's complex technological infrastructure, finding vulnerabilities that centuries of human research had never discovered. Each thought became a precise counter-strategy, each mental calculation a potential weapon. Communication systems across the colony went silent. Traditional military protocols became irrelevant. Hara had become the primary defensive mechanism, her body and mind functioning as a living, adaptive protective system that responded faster than any mechanical technology. The alien ships attempted multiple attack vectors: energy weapons, genetic disruptors, quantum interference signals. Each method was instantly analyzed and neutralized. Hara's transformed cellular structure could now interpret and counter technological threats at a molecular level. Dr. Pack watched the impossible unfold. His colleague had transformed from a simple researcher into humanity's most significant defensive asset. The beauty salon incident that once seemed like a personal disaster was now revealed as a pivotal moment in human evolution. Alien communication networks began to collapse. Hara's ability to interface with complex technological systems meant she could simultaneously attack and defend, a capability that defied traditional understanding of warfare. The Corex Federation's invasion attempt became a systematic shutdown. Their most advanced ships found their systems progressively disabled, their weapons turned into useless technological debris. Hara operated with a precision that suggested she was more than human. She was a living, adaptive technological platform. Global defense networks watched in stunned silence. What had begun as a simple hair restoration procedure had produced humanity's most significant evolutionary leap. Hara represented potential beyond mere biological limitation. Commander Rolk made a final desperate communication attempt. But before any message could be transmitted, their communication systems were completely neutralized. The invasion was over before it truly began. As the alien ships began to drift helplessly, Hara's energy field slowly dissipated. She remained calm, her enhanced perception understanding the full complexity of what had just occurred. A single human had stopped an alien invasion that would have typically required entire military fleets. The research facility erupted in controlled chaos. Scientists, military personnel, and government officials struggled to comprehend the magnitude of what they had witnessed. Hara had not just defended the colony, she had fundamentally changed humanity's understanding of its own potential. Nova Prime Colony remained intact. The alien threat had been completely neutralized without a single human casualty. A bald researcher who once visited a beauty salon had become the most significant defensive asset in human history. As silence settled over the planetary system, one thing became clear: humanity's future would never be the same. The unexpected evolution triggered by a simple nanite treatment had transformed a personal incident into a cosmic resolution that would be remembered for generations. The universe watched, and humanity had proven itself more remarkable than anyone could have imagined.